Well, the product of the day is shopkeeper insurance. So shopkeeper is one segment, all of you knows, which is highest in number among the commercial institutions across the country. Because everywhere, wherever you go, into any city, any state, you will find shops are there, specific markets are there, say jewelers market, cloth market, book market, like that. So shops are plenty in every city, and they all are subject to insurance. They all want to insure. Why? Because shopkeeper is a person who is investing his everything in the shop. Why? Because that shop is his bread and butter. That shop is the source of earning whereby he is feeding his family. Shop is a place where he is sitting all the time. Means he is a full-time shopkeeper. So when his entire investment is there in the shop, definitely he would like to insure it, because there is no one to support. Once if anything has happened to his shop, he is the only sufferer. There is no trust, no board, no government to support him financially. And his source of bread and butter is also finished. So how a person like shopkeeper can survive without an insurance? This is very important to understand. Because as far as the commercial institutions are concerned, like factories, corporate, small and medium enterprises, micro insurance, micro units, school, college, hospitals, offices, they are limited in number. But shops are unlimited everywhere. Unlimited everywhere means in every colony, in every street, in every market, you will find the shops. And for that purpose, because they want the insurance policy, maybe any kind of shop, insurance companies have developed the products called Shri Shopkeeper or Shopkeeper Insurance Policy. So what we are discussing today is the policy meant for the shopkeepers. I'll share with you what is this product and how does it work. Is it visible to all? All of you can see it? Anybody can confirm? Okay. So see, this is a product which is designed for the shopkeepers. Because a shopkeeper can suffer fire, burglary, breakdown of machineries, loss to electronic equipment, accidental breakage, to plate glass sanitary fittings, accidental loss to the neon sign, glow signs, accompanied baggage, loss during transit, accidental death and disability of employees, third party property damage, loss of money, and all these kind of losses the shopkeeper can suffer. This is normal. This is normal because loss of money or loss of plate glass or sanitary, loss of theft, loss by theft. These are routine things everywhere. Now the question is, when a shopkeeper who is a single entity, he would definitely like to take a package policy because there he will find the feasibility to select the sections of his choice. And in every package policy, there is a feasibility that the customer can select the number of sections which he desires to cover. But at the same time, there are two more conditions in every package policy. That section 1 is mandatory, that is covering the fire insurance, and 2 or 3 minimum sections are required to be opted by the insured. So here in this policy, there is a package policy. Package policy is designed to suit the customer's requirement because they find it difficult to manage separate policies. Chances of missing out any assets or cover from the policy is also there. Higher price for insurance as the insurer will assess the proposal separately. For all losses stated previously, separate policies are available in the market, but the shopkeeper will always prefer to take a package policy. In a package policy, which is specially designed to shopkeepers, this policy is fulfilling their all requirements. Comprehensive coverage is there against the various perils spread across different sections of the policy. Flexibility is there to choose and customize the policy for selecting appropriate covers. And the compulsory condition, that is section 1 is compulsory and minimum 2 more sections are compulsory. So by selecting this policy, the customer will get a wider coverage. By fulfilling a single proposal form, none of his renewal will miss. He has a choice of coverage, and other than any two, including the section 1, all sections are optional. So he has got a wide choice to select any section of his choice. Now, if this policy, anyone should allow the people who want to join. There are many people who are waiting in the line. Is there anybody to take care of them? Multiple people want to join this call. Yes. So the overall coverage available under this policy has to be understood by you, because this policy has 14 sections, and all these 14 sections are 14 different policies. In other words, for the sake of a shopkeeper, we have included 14 different policies under one umbrella so that the customer can choose the section as per his choice. Now the customer will ask you, if you are going to sell this policy to a customer, he'll ask you, what are the sections available under the policy? You have to read out all the sections. If you can't remember, don't worry. You must have a proposal form in your hand and all the 14 sections are mentioned in the proposal form. You can just read out. Like fire section, burglary section, personal accident insurance, employee compensation insurance, plate glass or sanitary fitting insurance, all risk insurance, machinery breakdown, electronic equipment, baggage insurance, public liability, money insurance policy, fire loss of profit policy, fidelity guarantee policy, neon sign and glow sign and hoarding insurance. All these 14 sections are available for every shopkeeper who want to take his shopkeeper insurance policy. Now the section 1 is compulsory, that is fire, and minimum 2 sections are required including fire. Thereafter 12 sections are as per the choice of the customer to select. Whatever is not related to him, he may not opt for it. Because all the shops are not similar. Different kind of business is there. Jewelry shop is different, garment shop is different, footwear shop is different, electronic gadget shop is different, sari shop is different. So this is as per the business or particular trade of the shopkeeper, that whatever section is related, he can opt for it. Say for example, one shop is on running a footwear shop. Now he don't need to travel anywhere for any purpose. He don't need baggage insurance, so he will not select this section. If the shopkeeper does not have any employee in his shop, he don't need for employee compensation insurance. So this is a need-based cover. Insured has to select the sections as per his choice which are required by him, which are need-based. You can sell maximum sections in one policy, but the customers will select only those sections which are related to it. All 40 sections are available. Now fire section is must. This is mandatory section. Why this is mandatory? Because fire insurance covers risk of fire and other perils. Fire is only one peril. There are other 13 perils in the Sukshma Udyam and Laghu Udyam. In standard fire also, there are 12 perils in total. So fire is a named peril policy. It provides very wide cover because in one fire section, the risk of building, the risk of plant and machinery, the risk of stock, the risk of furniture fixtures is already covered. That means fire is must. Now suppose the sum insured is 1 crore or 4 crore or even 40 crores of the showroom. Still either the Sukshma Udyam or the Laghu Udyam policy has to be given. And both of these policies are having 14 perils. Now normally customers don't know how many perils are there in the fire policy. So they get confused by the name. They understand it as if the fire risk is only covered under the policy, while it is not the case. Because the perils like lightning, explosion, implosion, RSMD, STFI, impact by railroad, subsidence landslide and landslide, bursting and overflowing of water tank, leakage from automatic sprinkler, missile testing operations, bushfire, forest fire, earthquake, terrorism, theft, all these 14 perils are covered under the Sukshma Udyam and Laghu Udyam insurance policies. Now typically, when the customer presumes that the fire is covered, the fire means there should be actual ignition, which means the presence of flame is prerequisite. Damage due to acid is not covered. Flame must be there. Source of ignition may be within or outside. The fire could be by an effort of any outsider or insider. It makes no difference. But fire should be purely accidental or fortuitous in origin, so far as the insured is concerned. It must not be deliberate loss. Accidental or fortuitous. Why? That is important to understand why it is so. Reason being, fire is something where fuel gets the oxygen and it starts spreading. So that is the risk covered under the policy. Then comes the lightning. Lightning is a natural peril, act of God, divine peril. Its atmospheric electric discharge accompanied by thunderstorm. It carries an electric current which include high transient and produce a huge destruction of property. So lightning is a divine peril. Then explosion and implosion are both covered under the policy. Explosion means sudden violent burst with loud report. Or implosion means bursting inward or sudden collapse due to internal pressure. So both explosion and implosion are insured peril under the fire section. Now aircraft damage is also covered as a peril, but it has been merged in the impact damage now. Impact damage does not cover the pressure vessels, pressure waves. Pressure wave means the aeroplane has not collided with anything, only the loss has caused because of its pressure. Because when it starts taking off, very high velocity and very high pressure of the wings is there. If there is any loss due to that velocity or by the waves, that loss is not covered, otherwise everything is covered. RSMD means right strike and malicious damage. It means this is a set of peril which is covering three different risks. Rights, or what you call riots, strike and malicious damage. All these three are different reasons of loss. But they are in a set of peril. Next set of peril is STFI. STFI means storm, tempest, flood and inundation. But it also covers certain more things like cyclone, typhoon, hurricane, tornado. So in addition to the storm, tempest, flood and inundation, these all perils are also covered under this set of peril because these are all natural calamities. This could be the storm or hurricane. This could be the flood and inundation. Flood doesn't mean only caused by the rain, no. Flood could be due to bursting of a pipeline, breakage of a dam, overflowing of river. So flood and inundation are both covered peril, and the loss caused by any flood or inundation is covered under the policy. Then impact damage. Impact damage due to rail, road, vehicle, aircraft is covered under the fire policy itself. Then the subsidence and landslide, including rock slide, if they are causing any loss to the shopkeeper can claim from the insurance company because subsidence is the downward movement of the site on which the building stands, where the movement is unconnected with the weight of the building. Essentially, the soul beneath the building's foundation is unstable. The soil is unstable, it means shop is going to suffer the loss of damages. Landslide and mudslide again are covered. When there is a landslide, the shop constructed above that area could be damaged. Rock slide means any piece of rock is falling upon the shop and damaging the shop and its material. Then missile testing operations. Now this is something which we cannot expect because the customer never expects that his shop will be damage by a missile operation which could be failed, which are not controllable. Because at times the missile operations get futile or fail because the manufacturing defect could be there, launching defect could be there, mishandling of the missile could be there. Number of factors are contributing for that. But any loss or damage due to the missile testing by the government or otherwise will be covered under this policy. Then leakage from automatic sprinkler installations. Now, sprinkler installation is something which is providing safety method to the commercial unit. Maybe it's a shop or corporate or factory or industry or even hotel and restaurant. So leakage from automatic sprinkler installation may cause damages, and these losses due to leakage of automatic sprinkler are covered. Basically, automatic sprinkler installation is for the purpose of providing safety if there is any fire within the premises by just switching on the spray or the sprinkler will start functioning and that will spray water over the fire. So the fire will extinguish. In most of the organizations as a fire protection measure, automatic sprinkler installation is installed. If due to non-uses of the sprinkler system or otherwise, it starts leakage and damage. In that case, it can damage the property. It will be covered under the fire insurance policy. Then bushfire. Earlier only bushfire was covered, but now anybody can tell now what is the change in the bushfire? Even the forest fire and jungle fire are included. Because normally the fire is caused by the forest fire and jungle fire. Very rare cases are there where the fire is caused by the bushfire. So bushfire includes forest fire and jungle fire in itself. Now the earthquake is inbuilt, terrorism is inbuilt, theft is inbuilt. If the theft is caused by any other peril, insured peril of the fire policy, then the theft up to 7 days is covered. In addition, the add-on covers are also available. Insured can offer add-on covers also. Thereafter, we come to the section 2, and that is burglary section. So the insured has got every right to select this burglary section because the burglary is a common thing in the market where the burglars can steal the goods by breaking the doors, by breaking the windows, by breaking the locks. And this is usually happen in every city, everywhere. At times police is also not able to control it. Even in CCTVs, the burglars can be seen stealing the goods from the shop, breaking the locks of the shop. So even if the burglar is caught by the police, because this is a criminal case, insured has to register an FIR against the burglar in the police. On inquiry, if the burglar is even catching the burglar, police is catching the burglar, still there is no guarantee that the goods or the cash stolen by him can be recovered. Maybe he has sold or used or destroyed whatever he has done. So there is no guarantee that the claim will be there from the police. But if the burglary section is taken, the insurance company will settle the claim definitely for the actual amount of loss which is reported in the FIR. So burglary is one section which is optional, which one can choose for it. Burglary is different to the theft. Theft is something where the force is not exercised. But in burglary, a forcible entry is must. Forcible entry means by breaking the locks, breaking the doors, breaking the windows, breaking the shutter. So a forcible entry is called burglary. Even if the insured want to cover the theft, you can go for an add-on cover, it is available. Then comes personal accident. Personal accident is a section to the city shopkeeper insurance policy where the insured himself can take the cover for his own life, he can own life or even anybody, any employee of the shop. So PA cover is always advisable because if the shopkeeper himself is meeting with an accident and he is not able to open the shop, then directly the loss is caused to him. In addition, he has to incur the cost of the medical treatment of himself. So at least that cost must be compensated by taking the insurance policy. So PA section is always advisable to the customers. In PA section, this policy provides accidental death, permanent total disability, permanent partial disability, and medical expenses up to ₹5,000 per amputation. So this is the coverage available under the personal accident policy under shopkeeper insurance. There are certain exclusions also, as usual, which are applicable to the PA policy. The next policy is called the WC policy, that is Employees Compensation Insurance. This policy is important because this is a statutory liability as per the Act of the Employees Compensation Act 1923. Whatever liability is settled by the Commissioner of Workmen Compensation, that liability has to be paid and there could not be any appeal against the order. It is the liability of the employer to pay. And if he wants to save this liability, he has to take the insurance policy by paying a little more amount. So employees compensation insurance means if any worker, any employee or any labor working or engaged with the shopkeeper, if he suffered any loss or damage due to an accident within the premises of the employer, in that case this loss is settled as per the provisions of the Employees Compensation Act 1923, where the amount is determined on the percentage basis. In case of death, it is 60%, and in case of permanent total disablement, 50%. And the compensation limit is as per the provisions of the Employees Compensation Act 1923. And this is not based on the sum insured. So the premium system of WC policy is different, claim system of WC policy is different. And then comes to coverage of the Employees Compensation Act 1923. So this policy will be to cover the liability of the employees, workers and laborers. So in that case, the shopkeeper can opt for this section. This is always advisable if the workers or employees are there, maybe 2, 4, 6, 10. Because you will find certain showrooms like Bata, Raymond, LED, Oppo, where big showrooms are there. Some 15, 20 employees are working. So if anything happens to them during the course of employment, it is the responsibility of the employer to pay the compensation. In that case, this policy will have. The next one is parade class and sanitary fittings. Nowadays you will find that shopkeepers are having their beautiful shops. At the reception lobby, they are having the parade classes fixed gates are made of the plate glass because transparency is there, and any person who is running on the road can see what is inside. Latest designs were applicable design, latest models are applicable. The customer can see while passing through the road. But these fixed plate glasses are not so cheap, they are costly also. And they are not covered in the construction because they are not made of the bricks and cements. So to cover the risk of plate glass and sanitary fitting, there is a separate section which is called plate glass or sanitary fitting section. The next one is all risk insurance. This all risk insurance is for the mobile items. Mobile items could be camera, laptop, cell phone. So this section is also known as the all risk cover. In all risk cover, every risk is covered except the exclusions. So the coverage is wide, but the only thing is exclusions are also important. What risks are not covered? The next one is breakdown of electrical and mechanical appliances. So normally in showrooms and shops you will find the fan, cooler, AC. If the big one is there, then the DG set also. So these are the appliances which can suffer the breakdown. And in that case, they need immediate repair or replacement of parts. That is possible if the insurance policy is there, because the moment the claim is reported to the insurance company will send the surveyor and they will allow the repair and the replacement of parts. If the section is not operated, then the insured has to bear the cost from his own pocket. So this breakdown of electrical and mechanical appliances is very interesting section because normally in every shop you will find the kind of machinery is available here. And the similar section to it is electronic equipment insurance. The maximum advancement is there in the electronic equipment section because this section includes the latest technology equipments like LED TVs, LED TV, Xerox machine, music system. These are different to the electrical and breakdown of machineries. So for example, computer is there. The computer is covered only in the electronic equipment insurance, not in the previous section that was electrical and mechanical appliances. This is insurable only in the electronic equipment section. And since when you are covering the risk of computer, you have to cover many things. Because the coverage for the computer means this is covering the risk of electronic equipment, which could be a computer system consisting of CPU, keyboard, monitor, printer, stabilizer, UPS, system software. All these things are part of the coverage. Now one more similar section is all risk, because in all risk also you find laptop is covered, mobile is covered, cell phone is covered. But in electrical and mechanical appliances you will find fan, cooler, AC, DC set are covered. And in electronic equipment you will find Xerox machine, TV, computer, music system, etc. And then comes the baggage insurance. So baggage insurance is the section which is required by these shopkeepers who are traveling frequently out of city. When they are traveling frequently out of city, that means they are carrying their personal luggage also. And this luggage is always found in the baggage. This baggage is always subject to loss in the travel. Because in the journey, anytime, any incident can happen. Any incident can happen. Loss or damage may be caused by the mechanical derailment, overwinding, or theft. So in such a case, the insurance company will pay the claim in addition to the accidents. Then there is a section called public liability. This is for every general person. Because normally whoever is the customer in the shop, who could be a person only, either lady or gents or a child, if they suffer any kind of liability in the showroom or shops, this is the responsibility of the shopkeeper to pay the compensation as per the Public Liability Act. Because maybe in the shop, some person has slipped and his leg is broken. He may have suffered a permanent total disability or a permanent partial disability. So this risk is covered under the Public Liability Act. It's a total liability. He should have to pay. Or if he has taken the policy, then the insurance company will pay. So the Public Liability Insurance Act 1991 also provides for no fault liability. Means maybe the shopkeeper is responsible or the customer is responsible or whoever is responsible, but without considering the fault, the compensation has to be paid to the third person. And then comes the money insurance. Now whatever kind of shop is there or showroom is there, the main aim or object is to earn the money, earn the profit, to generate the revenue. Now when it is coming in the shape of the cash, the shopkeeper faces many problems. Where to keep? Safe is there, shop counter is there. Which method is suitable for him? Because money is something which invites the people to steal. Money is something which is the first target of any person to get by any means. So in that case, what this section will do, you can take your money, protect it through this cover. If it is robbed, stolen, snatched, or burglared, then in that case, the FIR would be there in the police station, but there is no guarantee to recover. But if the money in transit section is taken, then the insurance company will definitely pay the claim. So the customer is confident that money insurance should be taken because the money is protected by this method. Then fidelity guarantee. Fidelity guarantee means if the shopkeeper is having the employees who may be cashier, accountant, or doing any job, but if they are causing any financial loss to you, then this risk is not paid under the fire policy. Any loss, financial loss caused by the employee of the shopkeeper is covered under the fidelity guarantee policy. Reason being, not only the cashier, even the salesman can cause a financial loss. Normally the cash is being handled by the cashier, the accountants. They are the people responsible for maintaining the character and dishonesty. But at times, if they are maintaining the honesty, but at times they become dishonest, they are causing the financial loss to the shopkeeper. And that financial loss is covered under this fidelity guarantee section because they are the employees of the shopkeeper. An employee's risk is not a common risk like the theft and burglary. They are always caught by the outsiders. Fidelity guarantee is for the insiders. This is also a crime. This is also a crime, or the shopkeeper has got a right to register a FIR against him for the financial loss caused by the employee. But the question is, despite of registering a complaint, as the police is not able to recover the amount of loss caused by the employee, in that case, the shopkeeper has got no opportunity. So they will always prefer to take a fidelity guarantee section to cover this risk. And then comes the neon sign, glow sign. This neon sign, glow sign or hoarding means, as the shopkeeper is having a big neon sign board at his shop and it is hanged at the top of the shop or showroom. So that neon sign or glow sign is subject to loss by many reasons. Many reasons means the loss can be caused to this neon sign board by accident, short circuiting, theft, burglary, fire, riot strikes, earthquake, flood, if not flood, then cyclone or impact like this. All these reasons can cause the loss to the neon sign and glow sign board of the shopkeeper. Maybe it is the second floor or third floor or third, whatever floor it is. Even the cyclone or any accidental external means. Even theft is also a routine matter. So that loss is covered under the neon sign, glow sign board section only. And then comes the fire loss of profit policy, FLO. This is also a section under the policy and the customer can select this one also. Because the two primary conditions are there to select this section. First one is a fire policy should be there. Now since the shopkeeper insurance policy has the section 1 as fire section, and that is mandatory, it means the shopkeeper will select that. And once the fire policy is opted, he can also opt for FLOP policy. And the second condition of FLOP policy is if the fire policy is admitting the claim on account of loss, then only the FLOP policy will settle the claim. So the FLOP policy, the claim will trigger only when the claim is admissible under the fire insurance section. Because this fire loss of profit policy covers only the loss of profit or loss of revenue and nothing else. So this section is important in the sense if shopkeeper is running the shop, doing his business, but by any insured peril of the fire policy, if there is a loss to his shop, maybe due to fire or flood or cyclone, if there is a shop, loss to the shop, and the shop is closed for 4 months, 6 months or 8 months, he has to suffer the loss of income also. And that loss of income is not payable under any other policy. Maybe all the 13 sections are taken of the Shri Shopkeeper Insurance Policy except the fire loss of profit. So all those 13 sections will not pay for the loss of profit to the shopkeeper. That means insured has to select for the FLOP policy. if you want to cover the risk of loss of profit. Because the interruption in the business could be by any reason. Some reason may be insured, some may be uninsured. If they are insured under the fire policy, then the policy will pay the claim. If they are excluded or not insured, in that case the claim will not be paid. Because mainly these are related to the reduction in turnover and increased cost of working. Both of these factors are contributing to the loss of profit. So the FLP policy section is important because this is part of the policy. First of all, the customer don't need to fill up their separate proposal form. Second, and third, because fire policy is already included, the customer don't need to take separate fire policy. So the FLP section is also available for the shopkeeper, but there are certain conditions because the coverage is provided on the limited basis to the shopkeepers. And what is that limited basis? The sum insured under the FLP policy would be 25% of the fire section, not more than 25%. Means the fire section is covered for 4 crore. FLP can be given for 1 crore. So it all depends upon the sum insured of the fire policy. This is the first restriction. Second one is indemnity period is limited for 3 months only. Indemnity period is limited for 3 months only, not for 6, 9, 12, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No. So first of all, 25% sum insured maximum up to the section 1 fire insurance. Second, indemnity period is limited. Third, premium rate is fixed. That's at 360 rupees per lakh. And fourth is minimum premium is 500 rupees plus GST for this section. But the good part of the story is fire loss of profit policy is also a section of the Shri Shopkeeper Insurance Policy. Customer can select for this section also. So what have you seen now? This shopkeeper insurance policy is having 14 sections in total. And out of that, only first section fire is mandatory, which is compulsory to opt. In addition to it, one more section is required, minimum 2 sections are required. So if the customer has selected 2 sections, the Shri Shopkeeper Insurance Policy can be given. Third thing, the customer has the flexibility to choose any section out of 14, excluding the first one, that is mandatory. So in addition, all 13 sections are optional. Premium rates are applicable according to the sections selected by the customers. Only one proposal form is required to take this policy. A renewal will be automatic for the same sections, but if the customer wants to make any changes at the time of renewal, he is free to do that. Say for example, in the first year he is taking the section 1 to 5. But on renewal he thinks that few more sections are required, like money insurance, fire loss of profit, fertility guarantee. He can add the sections in that proposal form itself. And he can get the coverage for additional payment will be charged for the new sections obtained by him. So that flexibility will always remain with the customer. Customer is free to select any section. If you want to reduce to section 1 and 2 only, he can do that. So for every kind of shop or showroom, this is a good policy which is available across the country, and this is one fine umbrella cover which is providing the protection to every shopkeeper. Now it is your turn to ask questions. Whatever questions do you have in your mind, you can ask me now.